Welcome to BalkanBC, where we explore the deep-rooted past of the Balkans. Today, we delve into an intriguing artifact of Albanian heritage, the Albanian Plis. Although the Plis, a traditional Albanian hat, is more commonly associated with the modern era, its origins and significance trace back to ancient times. In this article, we explore the role of the Plis in 2000 BC, a period that marks the early development of Albanian culture and society. The Plis is a traditional Albanian hat made from felt, typically white, with a distinctive shape that resembles a conical or cylindrical crown. Historically worn by men, the Plis is a symbol of Albanian identity and pride. However, to understand its significance in 2000 BC, we must explore the cultural and historical context of the era. Around 2000 BC, the Balkans were a region of significant cultural and social development. This period falls within the Bronze Age, a time marked by advancements in technology, trade, and social organization. During this era, the Balkans were home to several distinct cultures and societies. The Bronze Age saw the rise of sophisticated urban centers and complex societies. In what is now Albania, the Illyrians were the prominent group, although the term Illyrian would only be applied to these peoples in later periods. Early Illyrian tribes lived in fortified settlements, engaged in trade, and developed a rich material culture. The exact origins of the Plis in the Bronze Age are not well documented, but it is believed that the use of headgear like the Plis has deep roots in the ancient cultures of the Balkans. The earliest known examples of felt hats date back to ancient Mesopotamia and Anatolia, and it is plausible that similar practices spread to the Illyrian tribes of the Western Balkans. In 2000 BC, the Plis was more than just a piece of clothing, it was a symbol of social status and cultural identity. While the Plis as we know it was not yet fully developed, the practice of wearing distinctive headgear had symbolic meanings. Different styles of headgear often indicated social status or tribal affiliation. Leaders, warriors, and shamans might have worn specific hats that denoted their roles and ranks within the community. In many ancient cultures, headgear was used in religious ceremonies and rituals. The Plis might have had ceremonial uses in ancient Illyrian religious practices. The earliest forms of the Plis would have been crafted from readily available materials such as wool or felted animal hair. The craftsmanship involved in creating these early headgear pieces would have been a mark of skill and artistry. Early forms of the Plis might have been made using a felting process where wool was compressed and matted to create a durable and wearable hat. Early Plis hats were likely simpler than the elaborate versions seen in later centuries, focusing on function rather than ornamentation. Later Illyrian artifacts from the first millennium BC include representations of headgear that resemble the Plis, indicating that the tradition evolved over time. Ancient Greek and Roman historians wrote about Illyrian customs, including their distinctive clothing and headwear. Over the centuries, the Plis evolved from a simple form of headwear into a symbol of Albanian identity. By the medieval period, the Plis had become a standardized garment worn by Albanian men, often made from high-quality felt and adorned with intricate designs. Its significance grew as a symbol of resistance and cultural pride throughout the Ottoman period and beyond. The Plis became a staple of Albanian attire, symbolizing Albanian resistance against foreign domination. The Plis was worn with a proud sense of national identity, often featuring distinctive patterns and colors. Today, the Plis remains a symbol of Albanian heritage and is worn during traditional events and festivals. It represents a link between the past and present, embodying the rich cultural legacy of the Balkans. The Plis of ancient times, while not identical to the modern version, represents an important element of ancient Albanian culture and society. By exploring the historical and cultural context of the Plis, we gain a deeper understanding of the early inhabitants of the Balkans and their customs. From its origins in the Bronze Age to its evolution into a symbol of national identity, the Plis reflects the enduring cultural heritage of Albania.